Sup peeps, my name's Ian. I sell books on eBay, and today we have, I think, about 46 books going out on eBay and about 20 going out on Vinted, which isn't as great as it sounds, just the way that they've sold, but still, things keep moving forward. Desperately trying to save January, but today is day 31 of these videos, which means it is the 31st of January, which doesn't leave an awful lot of time to recover the month. We can do a couple of grand today, we'll be absolutely sorted, but I don't think that's very likely, do you? No. Anyway, let's just crack through the orders. I need to go and fix my car today one way or another. So let's just see what has sold. Let's do Vinted first. So first of all, we have 4 Harlan Coben paperbacks. So they were listed singly, but somebody has bought them as a bundle on El Vintido, and they paid £4.25. So, £1 a book. That's what I'm aiming for. Quite happy with that. Next, we've got a little single book, which went for £1.63, it's telling me, so I'm guessing that's like £1.25 or £1.30 or something, plus a bit more. And it's Alexandra Potter's One Good Thing. So this is made into a TV programme. What was it called? Does it tell you in this? No. Well, the first one was made into a TV programme, that's anyway, which was Confessions of a 40-something Cup. It's been made into a TV, not dead yet, is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, that's sold on Vinted as well. Then we have 2 books. What did these guys sell for? £7.73 for 2 books. Broken Vow, which is like a mafia fantasy romance thing by Sophie Lark, and Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. So a bit of a feel-gooder on that one. And let's say £7.73 it's telling me those sold for. And finally, we've got a bundle of 13. So these were all listed individually. Somebody's made a bundle up. I'm really curious what Vinted's going to come back and say the combined postage weight of these is. In fact, I'm going to look at that right now, see what it says. Get shipping label. It's going to be 2 kilos, isn't it? Yeah. 2 kilograms for 13 books that have all been put in. At least one of them was put in as a kilo, and the rest were all 500 grams. So when you add up, 12 times a half is 6, plus 1 is 7. That equals 2 kilos. No problem. Anyway, we've got The Atlas Paradox, nice wee hardcover. The Sun Always Shines, Nicola Yoon. A bit of Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine, Gail Honeyman. New author, not heard of this guy before, but it seems quite popular. The Hobbit by Jer Tolkien. More Olivia Blake, The Atlas 6 this time, so that's the first one of I think the 3rd book's just come out. A wee thriller, You Were Gone by Tim Weaver. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mehrer. I don't know, some sort of romanticy type thing. Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Look Who's Back, Timur Vermeers, I don't know how you say these names. The Society for Soulless Girls by Laura Stephen. Cruel Beauty, Rosamund Hodge. Ali Hazelwood, Bride. And a bit of Colleen Hoover. You know, it's never too late. And that's that bundle of 13, which sold for, what was it again? Tell me, what was it? 15 quid. 15 for 13 books. So again, it's that £1 a book. And it's one package, so it's quite easy for me to deal with. And that's the Vinted sales. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 odd quid on Vinted yesterday, which again, considering what I've got listed, if that keeps happening every day, I'm more than happy. Just need to keep listing more and more and more. Right, let's look at what should be the big sellers, and that is eBay. And the first one we've got up, sold this book a couple of times, I think, and then I find it again, and it sells for a reasonable price, not particularly quickly, but it does sell, and it's Warriors and Witches and Damn Rebel Bitches. Scottish Woman to Live Your Life by Mary Kidd. There we go, nice wee hardcover there. It's a pretty book, which is why I picked it up the first time I picked it up, and now I know that it's something that sells. I'll continue to pick it up because that sold for £11.69. After yesterday's Adam Kay chat, we've got another Adam Kay. This time, two of them, not signed, just Adam Kay books. We've got This Is Going to Hurt and another copy of The Night Shift Before Christmas, unsigned, and the two of them sold for £5.80. So 50p to buy them, £3.50 to post them, £1 in eBay fees. It's still working out about £1 a book, which, as I've said many times, is kind of what I aim for as a minimum. Next one went for a tenner, and it's The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse, Charles Maxey. It's a really nice book, this one. I did have a big bundle of these quite a while back, and they nearly all sold. I've picked up a couple of spares since. Look at it, it is absolutely gorgeous. I've stuck one in Vinted. I had one on eBay, and the one that's been on eBay for a wee while sold as soon as I listed the one in Vinted, which is a bit weird. So that was, what did I say it went for? It was £7.95 plus £4 postage, so that's actually nearly 12 quid. Blue Pippi, I know that name, you've bought from me before, thank you very much if you're a viewer. Then we have a pre-made bundle of 3, a trilogy by Trudy Canavan. I was going to say Caravan, I managed to catch myself and then still think it. And it is, let's see if we can get them over. The Black Magician Trilogy by Trudy Canavan. Books 1, 2 and 3. Book 2 is a little hardcover, and they sold for £10.99. So money is money, eh? Right, let's just slide some of these back out of the way so I've got more space to work with over here, because the next book, I was in the shop the other day and they had a wee stack of football books, Celtic Football Club. I thought, well, they're doing quite well. They're about to qualify in the Champions League, but get through to the next round. So there might be a wee bit of interest in these. So I picked them all up, and the first one has sold. Celtic, the early years, 1887 to 1892, £25. So that was nice. That paid for that entire day's pickup, which is always good. Wait to Fraser. Enjoy it, Fraser. And then we've got, I believe, a bundle of 5 Michael Dibdin, Aurelio Zen. Quite enjoyed these. I've read nearly all of these myself many years ago. They were awfully good fun. But Michael Dibdin, Aurelio Zen, wee thrillers, Italian detective series, £12.99. And then another bundle. This time it is 3 David Walliams books, which means that they went for £9.98. And we've got Grandpa's Great Escape, Demon Dentist, and what was it? Codename Bananas, all in paperback. So I'm getting a wee run in Walliams at the moment, which is always what happens. Then we have an anonymous pile, which I can't show you because they're pre-wrapped, these ones, but it's 10 Mills and Boons books, lot 104. It's just a selection, a kind of random selection of Mills and Boons. I pick up dozens and dozens and dozens, and I list them at different quantities and different things depending how much patience I have at any given time, and see how they sell. And they do sell, not quickly all the time, but they do sell. Last book on its own, £4.99 for one old David Walliams, Codename Bananas hardcover. And then let's go back up and remind myself what these went for, because they sold for £24.99 for 20 modern romance paperback books. So we've got a bundle here. There's 10 of them. there's another 10. And those are the kind of books that when I'm doing pickups in a few places where they've got the really cheap books, they've always just got, you know, dozens of that type of title that are sitting there. So on their own, they don't really seem to do very well selling. So I'll just grab a few every time I'm in, along with just my generic thrillers and kind of generic family saga, historical romance type stories. And somebody can then buy 20 of them for 25 quid, which is fine. It's more than £1 a book selling them for, but it's not more than £1 a book on what I make on them. So, you know, that's going to be £6 to post. So we're already down to 19. Probably about a fiver in eBay fees. So maybe walking away with a tenner for those 20 books, so like 50p a book. But that's after I've taken into account the cost of buying them, etc. So making a profit of 50p a book when it's just a case of chucking them in a bag at the shop, piling them all randomly up onto a shelf once I get them back, because I don't need to do anything to process them. The listing already exists. If it's running low, I'll add another couple on quantity-wise, although I don't think that's really an issue at the moment. Don't have to do any processing with them. Literally is just stack them up on a shelf, and then if somebody buys 20, take 20 off and parcel them up and go. So it's easy money for what it is, and it just keeps going. So that, anyway, is today's sales. I've got a couple of bits and pieces to do today, but I don't think much more exciting is going to happen. However, I may be back, and if I do come back, then you won't hear me saying cheerio just now. You'll get that later on, once I've come back and showed you any further orders that might have come in over the course of the day. But for now, thanks for watching, and I shall see you later, probably tomorrow. Bye-bye.